Good morning. I'm Vicky. This is Cat Mom Crafts, and it's a Monday. Filming for a video that I believe is coming out on Saturday. Planning ahead, people, planning ahead. So, I said when I did my What the Book Wednesday on this book that I was planning on making two of, where have you gone? He's gone, he's vanished. This cute little fella, Hector the Cyclops. So, I've just gathered my yarns. Let me tell you a bit about it first. It says, Hector the Cyclops lives in a small village at the base of a mountain. Despite his large size and strength, Hector is notoriously lazy. Kind of reminds me of me. He spends his days lounging in the sun, dozing off and coming up with elaborate excuses for not helping with village chores. Okay, perhaps not me. Because we don't have enough sun. And I just get on with things. But apart from that, I am lazy. It is designed by DIY Fluffies, Mariska Vos Bowman. I apologise completely if I've butchered that. Now, she recommends for the body a brown furry yarn. I don't have brown furry yarn. And a 5 weight. No, a 5mm. What I'm going to use is, and I have to dive into a completely different bag here. Just snip that off so I can pick it up another time when I'm going back to that. Is 4 Thing 2s Hector. Brown yarn and black furry held together to make an interesting effect, I should think. For mine, because you know, I like to do things a little differently. Rainbow yarn and black furry yarn held together. And then it recommends a sport weight, but again, don't have. Beige. I've got 3 different beiges to start with, although this one is kind of variegated. And I've got another one coming. Or I could use that, but I do also have another one coming. Depending, because there appears to be quite a lot and I'm making 2. Green, white, and black. Now they're all recommended in sport weight, which, as I've said, I don't have. And for those it recommends a 2.5 crochet hook. Now I'm going to do what I normally do and use a 3. There are 4 pages of instructions. Bearing in mind I'm going to have to do this twice. You have to make the fingers and toes separately. I'm going to cry. Probably. But, as I say, I want to do 2 in 24 hours. So, my first step, I'm going to do this in 4 lots of 6 hours. So, in a minute, I'm going to stick the telly on, set my timer, get going and put you lot on time lapse. I think I'm going to start with Thing 2s. Just because it kind of seems fair. But I think I'm going to do the body first on both. And then build the component parts. So bear with. And I will be back on time lapse in a minute. to briefly jump in and tell you, oh, hang on, let's pause that a minute, because that's not actually crocheting time. I've done 20 minutes. I had to frog a row and a bit because I realised I jumped from row 2 to row 4, as you do. Anyway, so I noticed it's a lot furrier. I don't know how well you can see that on the inside than it is on the outside. So I think what I'm going to do is thread my ends through to the other side, and then flip it inside out at the relevant point just before it's like time to close it off. So at the point where I have to like start stuffing it and whatnot. So I'm just going to do that now before I forget, because kind of you want him to be airy, right? Right. Plus that gives me a better opportunity to weave in this end properly. If I can get the needle through. Then we'll just do that a couple of times, which is kind of annoying, and I might have to do it on the other one. But there we go. Right, so that's threaded through. That can just go as part of the stuffing. I need to remember to flip it inside out. Get off. At like as near to last minute as I can. So round 53 it says stuff the body. So I'll just make a note of that. Which means there'll be a few rows where he's less hairy, but you know. And what you saw earlier, or you may not have seen, was where it's rows upon rows of singles. I was just writing it down so I can keep track. Anyway, let's crack on. Got 3 hours and 12 minutes left to go, so just shy of the halfway point, and I've just finished row 26. Halfway 57, 25 plus 3.5. Right, okay, wait, have I just finished 26 or 25? No, I've just finished row 25. So I'm not getting as much time as I'd hoped, but I have had to swap and change colour and also ball up and join the assorted browns. But that is where we're at. I've now started working inside out. It just kind of automatically happened. And I've changed colour because I'm concerned that I'm going to run out of brown. And the brown is going for the test project, which is a birthday present, so I kind of want it to be consistent throughout. I'm also a little concerned that this is all of the big fluffy stuff I've got left. Now, I can order some more of some eyelash yarn, but not until Thursday, so it might have to be a case of getting done what we can and then abandoning until we've got time left. However, I'm on my 4th cup of coffee of this project, 3rd or 4th, can't remember. 3rd, I think, because it's my 4th cuppa of the day, yeah. So I'm going to pop you on time lapse for a bit and see if we can belt out a few more rows before I have to go and pick thing 2 up from school. So, after 6 hours on Hector's and trying to cram a load of stuff in for the rest of it, challenge of 24 hours failed. I've ran out of the furry yarn, and B, my hands are absolutely killing me, so I'm gonna have to put a nix on that one and just pick it all up another time. Self-care, people, it's very important. On which note, look after yourselves, because if you don't look after yourselves, you can't look after anyone else. And in the immortal words of Bill and Ted, be excellent to one another. Bye.